of this particular update, Abano, are secrets and Brandy Champo all spilling out. So we don't know if BBI Air Corner it is pointing to the directions immediately after the 2020 6 January 31st MPP flag bearership race in Agyapong better home. We don't know. Now the reason why I'm saying this is because of Nsema Brian Agyapong Ediababe Tuja. Remember, I said earlier this year, MPP for lose elections last year 2024. No, this year after he inaugurated His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, what they said was the party wants to come together because they taxed Michael Quay, said on your reports, now investigated the real cause of the defeat at MPP4 leading to the MPP4 defeat in the just ended and last year's 2024 December 7th elections. Now, Michael Quay reports it was concealed, it was shared with the Council of State and bar out, but in there was lack of unity. And it's about Bawumia and the MPP thought it wise, said, we've lost the elections. Let's use this time to come together into all the candidates. Yembra together. Thank you to. That is to tell the people so we are unified. But this thank you to now omokono is turned out to be a dia na ebabe divisive a besantiti omuntem. And then we saw it say ebra thank you to on your question abroad together with Agyapong omudi sieni, and subsequently Agyapong pulled out of the thank you to, leading to Ken saying he is going to contest to be a MPP flag bearer, which ultimately escataye. Menoka say Brian Agyapong in this particular leak audio in some of the Ababe Tuja, he's saying proud to this whole before this whole MPP flag bearership race Ken Obabe Kasasobe contested Ken was part of the thank you to. Now there was a particular point in time and now Omunina was thank you to basim and no moko. Bentokwesi was a thank you to when I'm so yik in Agyapong is firm. So Ken was in the thank you to in Tokwano, they had to drop him. But for Ken, luckily for him, say VA is baku DH as a backup, and yeah, no, Agyapong and number form. Now this will seem a bit tricky, but then we have the voice here of Nsema Brian Agyapong and the Tuja El Kukuku.
This FM 104.
Case one of the reasons why at June we decided to have a contest no more. This year. The level of I don't know if it is misunderstanding, and I say the willingness to tolerate one another in inside MPP, both camps at the time what they call the leading contenders. Thank you to Kekayeko. You see Obaku Obasrim. Now Refi.
Yes, man.
Kennedy. I thought I vacation, 6 months vacation.
No more exile.
Kennedy Agyapong. You see, Nufi Basmu. Bono baby.
Are they?
You need to form. You see, the Lumo Assembly Kahuna may lose election.
Why is it?
And any car, the Land Cruiser, and the Venice, a bus nature, and Conantifi Bruno the bank. Omu you need to form.
Why any or more? I don't know the Subisi form.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Tono. Casa ni free mobile say. The Lumo Assembly Kahun. And then you lose 2 elections. You 3 weeks to election. The no someone and NDC for a radio. So no kahun and you lose election. Then thank you to na ekono baby amudu anomo cancer asem no. No kahun amomu yinisi from every bus no ebufuo ni ntokwa ekokoba mu. Thank you to cry intimi ankodase ewie. Afano say obi say wodi wanum kasa and Ekaho and a mammy lose election. Imagine say Kennedy winning. If you say other side now accusing you say the no one say the man lose your back of one may win in 2028. And to tell me the party members on party for no near to opposition. And then in answer, UTV here, I see here.
The UTV was really office.
I've been interview one of the presidential candidates.
I've not about your interview Kennedy.
Obisani said Kennedy good. Obisani said Unia. Se ulusua ube join or se sani awoka say sebi and me was secrets and me reveal me can some me say jabra bisa ni se sani obisa me enti ulusua ubetimi aye campaign e de ama di owini ye na o se madwen ho no answer clearly you can sense that there's some pain.
Odi yaw.
Yaudie wom. And throughout the interview, you know, that yaudie was expressed. I don't know what is causing that, but actually it was expressed. We need to make sure say yaudie affected party in our before election central region. Omukoma warning was say sky power.
Any Takrade?
Takrade. Ko interview my warning say when we near Uncle baby ye betina mu na ye diabro.
One year, sir.
One video no.
Me
Kennedy. Now ko is
okay.
Ye betina mu be diabro. It's affecting the spirit of the party. And a drew beer ajobreo munina montana se yempo bi obetima ka afani na abom
na no ne Brian
and ni Dr. Brian Champo and enye se djuma no so ntimi nye the strength of one of the things among for the Kennedy asempa so a businessman yes me a businessman kese pa e wo ye memu or ye no nonsense man. Well, I don't know about me no nonsense, but discipline there. Chinamina so be enemy. Means since human sana, maham the boldness and discipline. On the other side, an academician, doctorate degree, PhD, wako school, hunyama. I mesumi chinamina super. Amasya there. Sa o PhD papa ni bi pa
enye na G technique
Debbie eh na me PhD ni e kanta fi dia zanka na omo yi me fi agree mu papa ni bi pa so just say into both sides no strength you know I hold those.
You hold both
strength me digitalization me na me digitalization me PhD in digitalization na me camp digitalization na nko ya me nwane nko economy. I just say, intino media metimi aka afani ni na ede abom na ya party no akwakoji to me 2028. Intino kwame me media no sanity on the matter of unity.
Talk
Peace FM 104.3. Who to me take
In the same way, and a Brian Champon or the two jar, there are a lot of people who are actually talking about this. If this and some a Brian Champon or the Ababe Tuja, if it is true, then MPP itself, they need to really do a calibration. They need to sit down and have a retrospect. Say, a ban is saying a thank you to all. And this particular thank you to a year corner. At the end of the day, it was supposed to be a unifying thing, and it ended up being a divisive thing. At the end of the day, it was bringing in more trouble, and now apparently, it was even more divisive, more divisive among four parties. Say, hey, I deal with the and you could see clearly, say people are now saying, say, Obit say Brian Champo, party say, same way akosono, and nunta no. Or THino and Okasidebi, if he is going to sit down and watch all of these things go on, that apparently in the party, a bebu, na amem, and I'm penny for say a year, conforce cronum bono, a bois or timubi. Disobey Trimupane, Crona Bopa, or no Brian Champo, Betima Baby leading force, or Bitima changing your money, dear, and you want now as a pine. And you now utie deep down into summer or kana, or say he has, or he holds both qualities from the other side. He's a businessman like an Agyapong. He's a disciplinarian. He's also a very tactician, intellectual like Bawumia. And internal parties are Anke Yanka. Yemfa the whole Frankana and Mano na onko na it is a onko 2028 and only the MPP to the 2028 election. So this is exactly what is really going on. But in there, also can be said, Agyapong kwa interview was Sky FM. That was 2023 a year flag bearership race. And you be saying say if Bawumia should win, what would he do? Honestly, Bawumia win, the party no fimo or team, but abroad there, you bet name but your baby which is about bro. And apparently no and no so and you at the end of the day you've seen say it has actually caused this particular election defeat. We are looking at all of these cases very closely as to what will happen, because remember say in just a couple of days, about 4 or 5 weeks, MPP for omukako have you more elections, and at the end of the day it'll be very much important now what will happen. And also the way forward. Once again, we are definitely live on this particular subject matter. So you can bring in your comments.